You're listening to the Down to the Wire podcast. You're a weekly podcast that brings you all things sports and more at St. Genevieve High School. I am your host, Alex Basler, and today we have a very special guest here to talk about how St. Genevieve High School is run every day. Enjoy. Welcome back to another episode of Down to the Wire, episode 8 here. We have a very special guest here. I'm your host, Alex Basler, and I'm here brought to you by Mr. Schnable, the assistant principal of St. Genevieve High School.
Well, thanks for having me on, Alex.
Yeah, I'm just going to jump into the first question here. Obviously, you're very liked around the school, I assume, by most people. Inspired you to become an educator and eventually an assistant principal?
That's a good question. I get asked that all the time. But I mean, the main thing is I was a teacher for 14 years, up in the Fox district. So kind of doing the same thing for 14 years straight. It's not that it was boring, but I was ready for a new challenge.
Yeah.
Life's all about challenges. So I felt like I achieved that challenge and was ready for the next step in my career. So
yeah, that's really good. You have lots of experience, which is really good, especially for the assistant principal. And to have those higher up roles, you need to have the experience. So, what are some of the similarities between Fox and St. Genevieve that you see, or is it a lot different?
Oh, that's a great question. It's a great question because there really is no similarities. Fox High School was a school of, on a good attendance day, you're pushing about 1,800 kids. Right now, at St. Gen High School, a good attendance day, we're maybe pushing 450. So it's no similarities there. Culture is completely different. It's interesting because a lot of people ask, would I ever go back to a large school? And the answer is no. It's not because I disliked it. I enjoyed my time up there, but coming down here, being part of a small community, provides more interactions with people, community members, especially as students, because ultimately that's the best thing about being an educator is interacting with the kids.
Yeah.
So
that's nice. What's something that our school does really well that you're very proud of? Either the educators or the students.
I mean, everybody, it's a family. I know that's might sound a little childish, but we really are.
Yeah.
Families, and there's no perfect family out there. All families have their own problems. I'm not saying we're perfect, but we do a lot of good things, and we take care of each other.
Yeah.
If there's an issue in the community, if there's a disaster, or someone passes away in the family, you better believe we all come together and help each other out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a fact.
Yeah, that's really nice to hear, especially coming from the students as well. To know that all you guys kind of bond together is really special.
For sure.
What's kind of a typical day for the assistant principal? Is it a busy day, or let's go your busy Tuesday or something?
That's one of the best things about my job. I hate saying a job. Okay, that's one of the best things about my career. Is I look forward to coming to school every single day because I do not know what's going to happen. I mean, seriously. I can maybe give you an idea what my day is going to look like tomorrow. It never plans out. So like today, I had no clue today was going to go like it did today. Always busy. Every day's busy.
Yeah, it's a world of mysteries.
For sure, absolutely.
If you weren't working in education, what do you think you'd be doing instead?
I'd probably be a firefighter or something like that. Dad was a firefighter. Grandpa was a firefighter. I have a couple cousins who are. I'm a volunteer at, well, it's not Weingarten anymore, but for St. Genevieve County Fire District. So that's probably what I do. Or be a truck driver. I think that'd be cool.
There you go. Still helping out the community.
Absolutely, for sure.
How do you balance discipline with the students and also building positive relationships with them?
Well, another good question, man. My personal opinion, and I argue this all day long with anybody, being a teacher and educator, the most important thing is relationships. Okay, so building relationships and it does make my job easier when it comes to having to discipline students. If I have to discipline a student who is well known in the community, having that relationship with that student, it's never easy. It's the worst part of my responsibilities as an administrator. Okay, but as long as you have that close relationship with them, it kind of smooths it out a little bit.
Makes it a little bit.
It's never easy, but
no,
makes it a little easier.
Yeah, I would say that's probably. I was just going to go in what's one of the worst part of your jobs, but you kind of answered that already.
It is. I mean, it's tough, because a lot of times I know what's going to happen if I do have to issue discipline, if it's a severe one. I mean, it's not this isn't a secret. There's a good part of our community that does struggle.
Yeah.
Households they're tough. It's rough. So sometimes I know I send kids home and it's not going to get
Not the
better.
best. Yeah.
So it's tough on you.
Yeah, but
It takes a toll.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, you wouldn't be willing to do this job if you weren't gonna there's ups and downs to the job, so you have to be willing to do both.
There's more ups and downs, buddy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know, there are better days. There are more better days than your bad days for sure.
That's really nice to hear. How do you find success for students beyond grades or test scores? Is there something you really look for in kids besides the grades and the test scores that they
You know, I mean, this might sound funny coming out of my mouth, but school's not for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, not everybody's going to go to college.
Yeah.
I know for a while there, everyone expects their kid to go to college. Times have changed. You know, the world has changed. Our community has changed. Culture has changed. You don't have to go to college to be successful. You know, we're starting to send more kids down to the Perryville Technical Center. You know, getting some more hands-on experience. So the most important things in regards to being successful, knowing what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of our main goals, one of our main plans for our students these days, to figure out and try to get them to understand what they want to do when they graduate.
Yeah, that is the ultimate goal for all students is
For
to
sure.
find out what they want to do after high school.
Absolutely. And it's tough. No, but that's what we're here for.
Yeah. Is there any advice you'd give to students that are trying to make the most out of high school or for their future?
I think the best advice I can give you is get involved. You know, it doesn't have to be sports. You know, I mean, everyone hammers get involved with sports. There's so many other organizations and clubs out there in our school that kids can be involved in. You know, the FFA, there's
So many clubs.
absolutely. You just got to get involved.
Yeah.
You know, marching band, it doesn't have to be athletics. You know,
Yeah.
find a club, get involved, and I mean, data out there, research will show. Okay, the more involved the student is, the better off of a high school career they're going to have.
Yeah, and like you said,
Just
it's
socialize.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying you got to be best friends with everybody. You don't have to run around with the most popular kids, but have a friend group.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah.
important.
And most clubs, like, you can make careers out of.
Oh, for sure, absolutely,
Something that our school does really well.
absolutely.
What's kind of your favorite time at St. Genevieve High School or during this whole entire school year? Do you have a certain week or a certain month that's your favorite?
Homecoming's pretty fun. I know it's might sound a little cliche talking about it because it's coming up, but it really is. You know, homecoming's fun to see. Especially me. You know, I've only been here for 4 years, so it's a different type of homecoming that I'm used to. Community is heavily involved, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger as the years go on.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing some of the alumni come back, you know,
Yeah, that's
getting
really cool.
introduced to them, meeting them. No, that's the best part.
Yeah.
And you know, here this is what's also cool is the entire school district is involved. You know,
yeah.
both elementaries, Bloomsdale, St. Gen Elementary, the middle school, everyone's involved.
Oh, yeah.
It's
there's
so cool to see.
Assemblies that Friday throughout the entire school. Which
Yeah.
is really sweet.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. What's one thing students would be surprised to learn about you? Do you have like a fun fact or something?
A fun fact, man. I don't like to talk about myself, so this is tough for me.
guy.
But I think most people, if they don't know, I am colorblind. So if you pay attention to what I wear every day, like I'm wearing navy blue and black right now. I think it looks pretty good, but apparently it's not. So apparently it doesn't.
stylish.
That's not very stylish. I think I got pretty sweet shoes on, but I get made fun of all the time. But it is what it is. No, but seriously, I'm colorblind. I'm okay though, but sometimes if I don't match, now you know why.
Yeah, it is what
So.
it is. And if a lot of kids probably won't try to make fun of you, I'd say
Yeah.
either.
You know, if they do, that's okay. You know,
Yeah.
I tell kids all the time, if I give you a hard time, okay, I mean, it might sound weird, but I like you.
Yeah.
You know, so if they
Yeah.
give me a hard time, it's not a bad thing.
Do you have a favorite cafeteria food that our custodians
Ooh, man, them cafeteria workers, I tell you what, they're awesome. Anything chicken.
protein
Hey,
guy?
yeah, today those Bosco sticks, those are pretty good today. Spaghetti day, chili day. Ooh, I think chili day is coming up soon.
Yeah. Maybe next week I think. is on the-
Orange chicken. Ooh, that's good stuff.
Yeah, he's got a whole agenda. He likes them all almost. Do
Heck yeah.
you have a dream vacation spot during the summer you want to visit?
Where I would want to go or
Yeah.
where I've gone?
Give us where you've gone, like your favorite place you've gone, and where you want to go.
I've been to Jamaica. Jamaica was pretty cool, so I wouldn't mind going back there. Next year we're going out west. I've never been out west of California, so kind of looking forward to that. We're going to go out there for Christmas. But other than that, man, I can't really just stick around here.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind getting to the mountains somewhere. So, but I tell you what, I really like to go to like Maine or something.
Yeah.
I know it sounds a little boring, but I hear it's beautiful.
Yeah, it probably is.
Heck
And
yeah.
a lot of people don't visit there, so it's...
Yeah. That's like South Dakota. I mean,
Yeah.
you ever met somebody from South Dakota?
You see license plate, but
Yeah.
that's about it.
It's probably not real. It's not a real state.
Do you have a funny coworker story? Your funniest coworker story you'd like to share? PG friendly.
Oh, man. I'm going to have to think about this. A funny coworker story. Oh. I don't know. I'll just be very vague with this one. But it is. I'm probably not going to answer your question for you. But my best friend, it's really interesting and very fun to work with your best friend.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Mr. Thompson, our industrial tech teacher, is my best friend. You know, he was in my wedding, known him for about 25 years. So
That's amazing.
having the ability to work with him, still have that friendship, still have that professional friendship, and still see him every day and be able to joke around is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really sweet. And I'm sure he was.
And I could tell you some stories, but we're not.
I'm sure he was a big factor in getting you here too.
For sure. Absolutely. Yeah, and I appreciate that.
Where did you kind of grow up at, and how did you kind of why did you want to get into education specifically?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question, bud. Where I grew up at, mainly around the northern Jefferson County area, so like Arnold, Imperial, Antonia, stuff like that. I graduated from Seckman High School in 2002, so up that area. And then once I got my first job, kind of started moving around a little bit. We lived in Peevely, and then we moved down to Deloge, and then I found my way here. What was the other question, though?
What's how did you get into education? Why did you want to be an assistant professor?
Oh, so I mean, why I got into education? I mean, it's so in high school, one of my biggest, one persons I looked up to was my baseball coach. I it's not that I hate, but I don't like to bring sports into education because not everyone's involved with sports. But I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
You know, my baseball coach was a huge influence on me. He was also my history teacher. Also went to church with him, so he was a family friend.
Yeah, honestly.
So I mean, I credit him for me getting an education.
Yeah, that's
for sure.
I'm sure he inspired you a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And he saw it in you. That's kind of the thing.
Absolutely.
That's a good thing our staff does is they see something in you and they're gonna push you to try to go for that. And,
Heck yeah.
But you got to be on path with it too, and they're not gonna push you to the wrong.
Got to be on path. We're going to hold you guys accountable.
Yeah.
We're going to give you guys tough love when you need it, and we're going to be there to support you when you need it.
Yeah.
You know, but we're going to guide you.
Yeah. That's amazing. Well, thank you, Mr. Schnable, for taking the time out of your busy day. We know, like you said, it's a mystery every day, but we appreciate you taking time and joining us here.
Every day's a mystery. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. That was
Thank
fun.
you. And you are listening to the Down to the Wire podcast.
Thank you for listening to the Down to the Wire podcast, your weekly podcast that brings you all things sports and more at St. Genevieve High School. We upload weekly podcasts and hope that you will return for next week's exciting episode. Everybody have a great day, and we will see you guys next time.